Whoa, ultra gear.
Bum 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 bum. You guys like my singing? Da 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 da. Bum 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 bum. Little do you know that this stream is just Monster Hunter karaoke. Ha. There are so many songs in the soundtrack that I just cannot get enough of, man. Also, I got a new hoodie today. I like it. I like my new hoodie. It's all it is just a little well, not spandex, but whatever you call the material that's like the workout material. Yeah. But I like it. It's nice and comfy. It fits me well. It's really funny because, like, I feel like it's called In Gear, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't the name of the brand that I got it from on Amazon. I'm pretty sure it was called something else, and it's hilarious that, like, Amazon now is, like, you can buy something, especially, like, when it comes to, like, super cheap clothes. Like, you can buy something for Amazon, and then it comes, and it's just, like, that's not the brand that I paid for. It's the same thing. It's the same piece of clothing, but that's not the brand that I paid for. It's like, I mean, whatever. It's just some other generic Chinese brand that America has sold out and probably made into a sweatshop, which makes me feel pretty guilty now that I think about it. Hopefully it wasn't made in a sweatshop because I like this hoodie. Amazon is pretty much a giant online flea market. I know! Are these really Oakleys? You buy a pair of jeans and it's like, what are Levos? That's not what I paid for. Yeah, basically, it's like, yeah, sure, whatever. You want these? It's fine. It's $5. You want them or not? Is this really a Gucci purse? Yeah. Sure. Look at it. Gucci spelt with like 3 C's. Wow! A Sonai PlayStation. Perfect. Same. It's literally the same product. It's just misspelled or called something completely different. That's what I've been finding out about. Apparently there's a huge market now, and I think that it's kind of been a thing for a while, but I feel like it's recently got like a bigger fandom with the over the past couple of years. Hasbro has been making masterpiece Transformer figures, and basically they're just really high-end Transformer figures. One of the ones that I have is Cheetor. So Cheetor is this is a masterpiece figure. It's like I think it came out last year, I think. But they've been like, you can tell it's a really good figure, like really articulated parts. It's almost one-to-one like with the TV show. Like you guys remember like the old Cheetor one where he's like a pudgy he's like a pudgy couple of blocks, but like you can see like even the back, like it's almost one-to-one to the show. And he transforms. The beast mode is really good too. I'm not trusting myself to put that back right away, so I'm gonna put that. He's gonna lay down right there. And so over the past couple of years, they've been doing. They started out with the OG Transformers, like obviously Optimus Prime and Bumblebee and Megatron, and they've got quite a few under the belt. as far as the manufacturing goes. But I recently learned, I don't know exactly how long it's been going on, but there is apparently a huge fandom now for knockoffs. And these knockoffs are almost one-to-one. Some people have said like they're just like certain like paint colors that are just like slightly off, and like other like little like maybe like a sticker here or there that are slightly off. But for the most part, it's almost it's pretty much the same product. And they're just going by a different name. Let me see if I can't remember what they're called, but it's fascinating to me because, like, if you don't care about it being like made by Hasbro, to me, in my mind, like, knockoffs are always going to be like if it's something that I would enjoy, but like I don't like. I'm not like hugely nerdy about it. Like, I don't know if I would do knockoff Transformers. But like one of the statues we have in our curio cabinet over there in the office, with all of my wife's Bishojos and other statues and stuff. We have a knockoff Dark Souls figure, and really, well, the only thing it was is that the head is like slightly painted like a different, like a lighter thing, but other than that, it's pretty much the same statue that you would get officially from like a Dark Souls store or something, like online store or whatever, like made by FromSoft or something. Which websites do you usually buy your figures? I usually go with Big Bad Toy Store. It seems it's always been the most reliable for me. I've done. If I couldn't find it in a Big Bad Toy Store, I usually go to, oh my god, I can't remember what it's called. There was one that was like something bear, and it was like based out of like New York or something. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but that was a particularly hard to find figure. Not like price wise, like it wasn't like rare price wise. It was just that they were out of stock a bunch of places, and like didn't have time to wait for the. It was a Christmas present. I didn't have time to wait for that. But Big Bad Toy Store is big. Here, I'll show you Big Bad Toy Store. And Big Bad Toy Store actually, I think, has knockoffs, because this is what's so fascinating now is that like it's almost as if knockoff like certain knockoff versions, especially when it comes to the masterpiece Transformer figures, like they're not. Like, it's like almost like their own thing. Like, they do have Bishojos as well. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I don't know why Chrome. Like, I have Chrome being like a generic window running. It sometimes it just doesn't want to do it. So this is Big Bad Toy Store. This is really good. You can shop by brand. They have like regular stuff that you can get in like Walmart and stuff, and then they also have like other high-end stuff as well. They have one. When I become rich and famous, this is a very dangerous site. This is very, very dangerous. When I get rich and famous, let me show you. When I get here, let me my camera turn down just a little bit. When I get rich and famous, this is gonna be. I don't know if they still have the listing up. When I become rich and famous. B-Store's Transformers Premium Masterline Optimus Primal Statue. This bad boy right here. Look at that boy. Look at this boy. I'm pretty sure the fire particle effects are not included. Poor Waspinator. This guy is 2 feet tall. A little over 2 feet tall. And it lights up. When I become rich and famous, You would watch a stop motion video. That would be sick. That would be so good. That would be so good. But see, like they have like I have this figure. Where is he at? Oh, I have the brown version. Oh, there he is. Shout out to Misfit Toys, who pretty much supplied almost all of the Transformers that I have up on my shelves here. But yeah, I have the brown version of this guy I got it from Misfit Toys. Surfing Monkey. Then he swings his. It's like a sword, like an axe thing. Let me take it off. Like this is the Armada version of Optimus Primal. Why Armada needed a version of Optimus Primal? Who knows? But see, he's not even a Maximal. He's a Autobot. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. So he's an Autobot. It's like, why? He's a Maximal. What the heck? That was when they were like making toys and they were trying to bring back all the Beast Wars fandoms into Armada stuff. But yeah, here's his little surfboard, and then he rides it, and then where's the button? Maybe it just pulls apart. I think it just pulls apart. And see, it turns into like, oh, cool! It turned into like a cool gun axe thing. Whee! Cool! Hooray! Yeah, exactly. He's a Maximal. He's a Maximal. You can see on the screen his robot form is significantly better than his beast form. There's a lot of Beast Wars characters that whose beast forms or robot forms are either like good or bad. Like there's very few, like, especially like original ones, not the masterpiece. The masterpiece versions are like dedicated to maintaining as close as possible to the like actual design that you see in the TV show. But a lot of the a lot of the original Beast Wars figures and stuff, especially the original season of Beast, like the first wave of Beast Wars, like they tried their best, but when it got to the Transmetals, they got really good, almost show accurate in the most cases for the Transmetal series, especially the characters that were in the show. But a lot of the ones that weren't part of the show, things like the flying squirrel, what else? The snake, the cobra, the wolf, the Pachycephalosaurus. Like they're like, it's either the robot mode is ugly or the beast mode is ugly, and there really isn't like a in between. And it's just really funny. But anyway, so what was I gonna show you guys? Oh, the knockoffs. Also, look at this thing. Wow, look at this thing! Look how cool that looks! Man, don't even get me started about figures. So knockoff Transformers. I need to remember what they're called. They're part of like a series. But well, they also have like different names. You know what I mean? Where are the Masterpiece? So I get 2012. Yeah, so like, so they in the Hasbro ones are named like Masterpiece MP and then a number, but like, so here, check this out. So this, are these all the list of knockoffs? Oh, this is just Sideswipe. Oh, where was I on the page? I was on the page. So like, this is Masterpiece 12 Lambor, like Lamborghini, right? And it's funny because it almost seems like Hasbro is not, they're not like cracking down on them. It would seem like there's a whole subreddit dedicated to these knockoffs. They're just really high quality GoBots. I mean, it's basically what they are in a certain way. So like Lambor, this is just Sideswipe. Like that's just literally Sideswipe, right? And I can't remember. God, there's a name for the knockoffs, but I can't remember what, unless there isn't. Unless it's just like KO. I want to find like a generic. It's just so interesting to me because you would almost feel like, it would almost seem like I don't know what this is. Yeah, knockoff version of. Look, there's a knockoff of Prime from the movie. But see, he's called Blue Streak. Like, they just, like, renamed them. Like, the logo is so recognizable, you'd think they'd be more protective. Exactly! I would almost... I would think that they would be more protected of it. But I guess they don't see it as... I guess they're not seeing it as a threat because, like how I was talking about earlier, where, like, I wouldn't buy a knockoff version of something that I would love to have, like a Cheetor. Like, I wouldn't buy a knockoff Cheetor, but like, I would maybe buy like a knockoff Sideswipe because, like, I don't know, like, I don't really care about Sideswipe, like, whatever. Maybe, you know, but like when it comes to Transformers just in general, I wouldn't really do it. Anyone can make a robot car. Well, and the funny thing is that like, it's the same mold. Like, they're just like, they're using the same mold as yeah, I wish I could find, I think Big Bad Toy Store actually has them. Transformers. Let me get the name. If I get the name of Masterpiece Megatron, what is it called? He has a name. He has a particular name. What is he called? Maybe images. No, that's just a regular Megatron. Dynastron. Is that what it's called? Dynastron? Dynastron. Nope. Masterpiece. Oh, check it. So this is the most recent. This is the most recent Black Widow. I want to become famous. Hey, Zuloth! I got an opportunity for you to use your band hammer. Yeah, this is the most recent. Look at show accurate AF. Look at that, man. So good. the beast mode is like a little like you can see the legs like this, but like so good, so freaking good. And I don't even know if they're like Takara made. I almost want to say that they're made Takara made. God, if I can get the name of knockoff master. But everyone just calls them like by their names. They have like specific name. Yeah, there you go. See, look. It's just a knockoff, and it's like IET Emperor of Destruction. Oh, well, he's called Megatron. What the heck? I'm telling you, like, I think that they're using the main names to get away with it until Infinite Transformations. And look at how good they look. Like, let me see. Infinite Transformations. Infinite Transformations Counseling. Transformers. If I can spell Transformers correctly. Oh, look. Here's a knockoff Dinobot. Look, Dinobot Beast War. They cleared the chat when you switch. A Chopsticks 190 was the name of it. Thanks, mod. But see, it's just like they're super high quality knockoffs. Like, you know what I mean? It's just it's so interesting to me. There was one that I was looking at where the name was different. It was like Destructor. Okay, let me search Infinite Transformations. Okay, they're not. I wonder if it was kind of like knock off. No. Oh well. Big Bad Toy Store was selling something for a little while. But yeah, they're just using the same molds. Dynastron. Oh, you know what? It wasn't Big Bad Toy Store. I think it was Transformers Direct. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. This is the one that I remember seeing. See, look. It's just Dynastron. That's just Megatron. It's just Megatron. Ah, yes! The famous Transformer Mechanical Team. You guys remember Mechanical Team from the old movie? Who else we got? Ah, yes! World Eater Studio Cell. Look at Mr. Studio Cell here. It's like, some of them are really funny names. If I could find the third party. Do they have Infinite Transformations on here? Who's this made by? It's not showing. Oh well. But yeah, it's just interesting to me. And they're cheaper. They tend to be cheaper, obviously, because they're knockoffs. But they just have the same mold and they sell it, and like, I don't know. Well, check this out. So, like, he doesn't have the Decepticon symbol. See it? His Decepticon symbol would be right in his chest. So they just take that off and they're good to go, because that's the brand, I guess. Like, everything else is the same. The knockoff Sideswipe did have the logo? I wonder if it was just an image of regular... I don't know. Yeah, here's a picture of it. Like, someone's picture. Yeah, see? It just, you know. So it's like, it's almost like, what is the copyright, I guess? Or like, what do they have trademarked that isn't, like, copyable? I don't know. Anyway, don't go here. This is scary. It's a scary website. This is dangerous. You'll lose all your money. Whoa, look at this thing! Wow! Cool! What is the most expensive thing in Transformers? See all Transformers. High to low. Whoa! Yeah, I mean, if they got it, and then it's probably like just a paint too. The logo you would usually just be paint. All right, so who's gonna be the one to buy me this? Dad, I know you're watching. How big is he? Wow! That's really expensive. It's always Devastator. Devastator or Metroplex. God, he's huge. Do they have a Metroplex? Boo! Who would buy this? Get out of here, Michael Bay. We actually saw, do they still have it listed? I don't know if that, a picture of it. Let me search for it. We saw, we were in Universal Studios, last year. Okay, they don't have it listed anymore. In Universal Studios last year, we saw this. We saw this. We saw this statue, and it was amazing. Let me see if I could. It was for sale. It was actually like 100. Yeah, here we go. That wasn't, well, that's yen, but in technical difficulties, was like, are we gonna get it? We're gonna get it, right? I was like, no, that's way too much, and I'm not lugging that thing back. Big price for big boy. Oh, he'll buy it for me? Nice. She is supposed to be the voice of reason. But this thing, it lights up, the eyes light up. You can see it like right here. The gun in his head lights up. Ah, yeah, man. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then Dinobot, his head lights up because he's dead. Anyway, what time is it? It's 12:30. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dinobot. I wish it was Dinobot. I wish I was Dinobot. He'd be so cool. I'd be so cool. Hey everybody, it's more than a half hour into my stream. My name is Paul. I'm an artist from Houston, Texas. I'm an artist, but I'm also a gamer. And welcome to Lunchtime, Let's Draw! Yay! I hope you guys are having a good Thursday. Can you guys believe it's already Thursday? I feel like this week just like was gone. After the shenanigans of last week, you know, it was just like, my name is Optimus Palmal. Yes. Man, I want to be a Beast Wars so bad. Man. I feel like Rat Trap would be fun to be. Or Big Convoy. You guys know about Big Convoy? Ugh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, baby. He's a little dusty because I haven't cleaned him in a bit. But you guys know about Big Convoy? Because in Japan, Optimus Primal is known as what is he known as? Not Big Convoy. This is Big Convoy. I think he's just Convoy, because Optimus Prime is Convoy. Is he called Beast Convoy? That's what he's called. He's called Beast Convoy, or Optimus Primal. I think he just goes by both. Whatever. Convoy Beast, Beast Convoy. Beast Convoy, I think, is the actual name. But yes, this guy is a mammoth. He's so freaking cool. This was the first figure that we got from, it was gifted to me from Technical Difficulties, you know, the enabler. It was the first one we got from Misfit Toys. Almost three years ago, I think. 3 or 4 years ago. But yeah, he's super cool. This bad boy, in Transformers lore, this bad boy has the Matrix. See? Matrix of Leadership. Ba-ba-ba-bam! At least I think that's what it is. At me if I'm wrong. I think it's the Matrix of Leadership. But yeah. It's basically just Optimus Prime, but he's a mammoth. But he's a Beast War. And then he has a giant gun that's his head. I don't think I have... Oh, I have one of his missiles. If I shoot it, I'll never be able to find it. Yeah, and then he's got his giant tusks in the background. He's so cool. He's so freaking cool. So that's Big Convoy. I got Leo Convoy up there. He's a little finicky to stand up, but I won't pull him down just now. Maybe I'll save it for another. So one of the things that I was going to do for affiliate is that when you reach affiliate status on Twitch, you have the ability to add like a reward system for watch time. And one of the things I was going to do was, I got inspired from someone that I started watching through Darth Collectus mods on this person's stream, called Cringe Forest is the name of the streamer. She has like a bunch of plants. I think she's a plant enthusiast. She's got a green thumb, and so one of the rewards is showing off a plant. You can redeem it for watch, like you get like points for watch time, then you can redeem a certain amount of points to get like a plant showcase. And so I was inspired for that, and so if I ever reach affiliate status, or when I reach affiliate status, one of my rewards is going to be a Beast Wars or a Transformers showcase. And so if you redeem it, I'll show you a Beast War. And I'll talk about it for a couple of minutes or an hour. Maybe, depending on which one it is. Depending on how much I know about it. But, anyway. What were we supposed to be doing today? Stop talking about Beast Wars. See, you guys got me on Beast Wars, and then I haven't stopped talking about Transformers. We're drawing a Monster Hunter from what we were playing on Tuesday. What monster are we drawing? This is the Valhazak. Duh. We were fighting the Black Veil Valhazak. But that one is... I might do like 2 versions of this. So this is the original Valhazak. Let me show you real quick what regular Valhazak looks like. That's regular Valhazak. Is there a bigger image? I just want Valhazak. I don't want his eyes. Yeah. So this is just what regular Valhazak looks. Jesus, the picture's huge. This is what regular Valhazak looks like, wings and all. Oh, there he is. He's a gross thing. He's basically, so the lore behind Valhazak is that he is a dragon, an elder dragon, that lives in the Rotten Vale and subsists on the rotten corpses of all the monsters that go to die there. Because in the lore of Monster Hunter World, the Rotten Vale is a location where the elder dragons go to die. It's kind of like an elephant graveyard, where all the elephants go to die, except it's elder dragons, and this particular dragon eats and subsists on the rotting corpses of those dragons. So he's a dragon eater, in a way, I guess, or a muncher. He just munches on them. And then he wears their skin! Like this! Gross! Who did that? Why? But on Tuesday we fought the Black Veil, which is a variant of the regular Valhazak, in which he lives in the forest region, or comes from the forest region, or whatever. And so he has a bunch of stinky mold gross on him. And so you can't really see his eyes very well, and I wanted to draw his eyes because I think they're cool. So fight me and bite me. But anyway, that's who we're drawing today. Before I got sidetracked into Beast Wars, I was going to suggest that we do a hard stop at 1:30, but considering that I haven't started drawing until 45 minutes into the stream, maybe we'll go a little longer. But anyway, how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are fine with just jamming out to some Monster Hunter sounds in the background. Because this is my stream and you can't tell me what to do. Also, so AliExpress is having their 11/11 sale. I may have bought something for the stream. I'm not going to tell you what it is until it arrives, whenever it decides to arrive, because when you buy stuff on AliExpress, shipping doesn't, like, shipping will just take however long it takes, because, you know, they said that they canoe it across the ocean, pretty much, so you'll have to wait and see what it is, but in due time. Where should I start? I guess we should maybe start... I'll do the same trick that I did last time with the flipperoo. I don't know if I want to start on the nose or the jaw. Well, let me tick off. So I have the veil drawn and just the head drawn. So this is the head. I drew the head. He's a scary man. Let's go ahead and let's just maybe start with the eyes. We'll start with the eyes and then we'll go from there. I think that'll be perfect. I was surprised when looking at references that his eyes are actually not as tiny as I previously thought. Also, when you're fighting a Black Veil Valhasak, he's inspired by that fish. You know, that one fish. I don't know what it's called. Fish with lights. Not an anglerfish, but whatever. It's one of those deep sea fangly fishes. That have like lights on their cheek. And so he had like it's not an anglerfish. I'm not talking about, oh, you guys want to have nightmares? Look at how scary it's like one of these things. Where it has like the light behind his eye. I don't know whatever they're called. Fish with lights behind eyes. The dangly fish. The dingle dangle fish. The dingle dangle fish. The dingle dangle fish. Gosh, I don't remember what it's called, but you get the idea from that other one that I showed you. Deep sea dragonfish. This is probably the closer one to what it should kind of looks like. You know what I mean? It has a big glowy red eye behind it. Yeah, like that. That's what I'm talking about. Dragonfish. And so it has that big glowy eye, two big glowy eye. Oh, this is probably, what's this one? This one. That's the one. Barbled dragonfish. Look how spooky. How spooky. See, look, there's that one, and then basically the same thing. See, there's his eye. The eye is right here, right? And then he's got the glowy, spooky glowy thing. Anyway. That's all I wanted to. That's all I wanted to talk about. I'll talk about nothing else for the rest of this stream. Is that okay? He's like strong bad. He's one of the big old deep sea fangly fishes. Total silence. Speaking of total silence, speaking of total silence, apparently there is a big hoopla going around right now for I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'm sure that you've seen it, Shuriken, because I know that you are a Twitcher yourself. There is a big hoopla going around. Perfect timing, Streamlabs. There's a bot. There is a bot that it's called like butt bot or something, and it adds the word butt in between, like, or replaces certain words in a sentence with butt at certain times. It's really funny. But there is a big hoopla going around right now regarding Twitch support, because Twitch decided that they were not going to assist creators in fighting the massive DMCA takedowns that are occurring on the platform. And so the whole thing, Twitch support people are like, what do we do? Like, can you, like, you know, maybe use your extensive amount of Bezos money to buy the rights to the songs so that we can stream them and still provide money to your platform, or else, like, people are going to leave your platform, and you guys are going to fail as a company. And so Twitch's response to hey, like, help us out. Like, could you help us out with the rights thing, with all the copyright stuff? And the response was, I shit you not. The response was, if you think that you may be subject to a DMCA request or a claim, just go ahead and don't play sounds. That's the response. They're like, just mute your audio. Just mute it. Yeah, Amazon owns Twitch, which is funny. Like, dude, just get Bezos just to buy the music industry, and then it solves the problem. But no, they don't care about creators. They don't care about them. It's the same thing with YouTube. They like, it's almost as if they don't realize, and I'm sure that they could probably do with all the corporate money that has been sunk into it now, but like, it's the people that make videos that make the platform money. It's just basic. That's the basic business. Yeah, they were like, we saw it coming. It's been known for months. Yeah. The sucky thing is that Twitch is the best one for streaming. It's the best platform. And people are just like, go to YouTube, and they were like, dude, don't you know YouTube is way worse with this stuff? And I think we talked about it. I think we talked about it in the Bayonetta stream, like when they were starting to, like when it first started going down super hard. But while it's really shitty for Twitch to be like, just mute your videos, just mute your stream. At the same time, like, Twitch really isn't the blame here. It is the ridiculousness of the music companies, especially, that are abusing copyright law to get, what, a couple of extra bucks? It's fine, we'll be streaming on Parler soon. Isn't Parler that one where all the conservative voices got silenced? It was like a Parler's like a super like conservative like live stream service or something, but even their voices were getting banned because they were too racist and stupid. I don't know how much black I want to add there. I think I want to take... Yeah, that looks fine. Need to add... Yeah, that I just wanted to add that depth right there. Yeah, the options for cleaning up your old clips and VODs was delete everything all at once, go through them all one at a time, and good luck. Yeah, it's stupid. I don't get it. And the icing on the cake to that solution is that even if you delete all of your stuff, you can still get copyright claimed and have your channel permanently banned because the deleted videos are still on their server. And so deleting your video from your channel doesn't legally or technically delete it from Twitch. Therefore, you are still liable under the DMCA law for that content, which is just bonkers, man. Bezos, just do something good for once. God. Dude's bald and ugly as heck, and he can't even, like, make himself look good. Can't escape liability. Nope. And some people are even getting even hit for video game music too. Video game music tends to be like a safe thing for streaming, because like video game right owners tend not to go after music content like that. And so for the most part, like I'm streaming the Monster Hunter soundtrack in the background. For the most part, like streamers are safe. YouTube, like if you make like a YouTube video with that music on, it's generally acceptable. Um, but like, I haven't got one on Twitch yet, but on YouTube I got an instant copyright claim. Like I didn't get like a strike or anything. It just like was like, hey, you can't monetize your video. I'm like, I'm not monetizing them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just using it as a source to upload my archives. But the Emmett Otter song that I was playing, they're just like, sorry. Even when I like down pitched it and overlaid it with a bunch of stupid sound effects of like people dying, they're like, sorry, you can't. I'm like, I mean, I don't care. I'm not like making money off of it, but yeah, Emmett Otter, man. It's like, I'm the sole reason why you have interest now. Muppets want their cut. The Muppets own the industry. That's the secret. Big Bird's back there counting his money. That's the secret. That's the reason. I chose a very complicated monster to draw today. Like face-wise, he has so many little details. I don't. Why did I do this? It's like South Park's Mickey Mouse. Yeah. One of the new favorite memes that I'm seeing going around in response to the Twitch debacle is a meme. It's a poorly drawn picture of Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog, and he's holding. The text is, it has the same powers and structural quality of a Chaos Emerald, but it's just a pepperoncini from Papa John's, and he's just like holding like a wrinkled pepper. I don't know why I find it so funny. Why did I decide to draw the Hazak? Why couldn't I have just drawn what is this? What is a simple monster to draw? I don't know. Why couldn't I have just drawn a Barioth, because I already drew one, and I could have just been like, look, I did it. So I'm seeing a bunch of YouTubers and streamers being like, "Hey, I'm playing Demon Souls because they got their PS5 or whatever." I'm like, "No, no, I gotta resist. I gotta resist the urge to watch. I don't want to see. I want to have that first experience." I'll just have to wait until it comes out on PC a year. It looks like a totally different game, man. It's crazy how much of a different game it looks like. It's cool. I was watching Jacksepticeye play a little bit, like just a very small clip. I saw that he went streaming yesterday. and I was watching him play just like a tad. I'm like, no, done, stop, stop. Well, because I never played Demon Souls. I know it's a remake of Demon Souls. I never played Demon Souls, but so I don't know. Like, if I played Demon Souls before, like, I wouldn't mind a matter as much, but I haven't played it, so I don't know what the game is like. Jacksepticeye is a cool dude. He does a lot of charity stuff. There was one of the charity streams that he did was with Amelia Clark. It was cool. And Amelia Clark was like super into it too. So yeah, basically Valhazak is just a big giant flesh monster. Like, there's a reason why the Resident Evil tie-in used Valhazak as the monster for it. Also, his theme is super cool. It's like sad but cool, and I mean, you guys heard it. You were there for the stream, unless you weren't. And if you weren't, make sure to follow, subscribe, join my guild. I don't know. Yeah, we watch a couple of dudes on YouTube. Jacksepticeye, Technical Difficulties is a big fan of Jacksepticeye. Like, I watch Game Grumps. Game Grumps are fun. I'm kind of bored with them at the moment because they're playing Danganronpa. And I feel like, even though a lot of people are like, play Danganronpa, I'm like, I don't think it suits I don't think they are into it as much. Haven't been watching their recent stuff, but I've said it before, but I really enjoy for YouTube and for streaming, because he basically streams on Twitch and then he uploads all his VODs on YouTube. Joel from Vinesauce is hilarious. He's a Swedish guy. He's super fun to watch. He's super silly too. He actually has a metal band too, called Scythe Lord. Actually pretty good. I think Trogdor would be into it. HEB just came out with some Carolina Reaper Store brand Cheetos. Really, really hot. we had some super good ramen the other day. We ordered it from Jinyu, I think it was called. Really, really good. And I got you got to pay like $1.50 extra, but I got the double Inferno spicy. Super, super good. Jinya, that's what it's called. Jinya ramen. It is so good. It's probably the best ramen I've ever had. Not that I am like a super purveyor of ramen, but I'm like, heck yeah, I'll go back. We'll go back to that for sure. It was really good. I got a double Inferno. Technical difficulty's got the regular Inferno. And it was like the perfect amount of spice too. They had a crawfish ramen. Oh. It's a thing in Ohio, but I never really did like a crawfish boil until coming down to Texas. Man, crawfish boils are fun. And when you get them like super extra spicy, it's just even better. Oh. Oh. So good. So freaking good. Come on, don't go chugging along now, Photoshop. I'm like getting into a rhythm. Come on. Yeah, we ordered them from Uber Eats the other day, and it was so freaking good. Definitely go back and definitely order from them again. And I mean, it's ramen, so like you kind of. I feel like ramen prices are relatively, like, I don't know, the same across the board, depending on which ramen place you go to. Unless you like go to like a really expensive place, which is like, why would you go to a really expensive place when you can get good cheap ramen? But anyway, well worth the price. I think it was like because it was like $14 and $15, and then just the added extra little bit for the Inferno spices. We actually make well, technical difficulties. Not we. Let me just go flat out. I'm terrible at cooking. I find cooking to be laborious, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to. Technical difficulties makes really good instant ramen dishes. Like she pours in like a bunch of extra stuff, and then she uses the ramen noodles as the base, and it's so good. She's so good at it. Shout out to her for being a good cook, because Lord knows, I am not. Except she's always like, you make such good hamburger mac and cheese. I'm like, that's the only thing I'm good at. How does the cost of living in Houston compare to the Midwest? I don't know. I guess it would just depend on where you are in the Midwest. I feel like it's so much more. Well, I guess you're asking like Houston versus other Midwest cities. I don't know. I feel like you can get more bang for your buck. Also, if you live closer to the city, definitely more expensive. More expensive if you live closer to the city, but generally bigger houses. Yeah. Because I was looking at other like back home in Cincinnati. I was looking at like what prices in houses and stuff, and I was like, there are definitely some good homes that you can get in really good neighborhoods. And by really good, I mean like affluent neighborhoods. It's like that's what I meant by good. And you can get like closer to Houston, they would be the same prices as like in those affluent city or affluent neighborhoods in Cincinnati. I know Columbus's ones have skyrocketed. Cincinnati, I feel like, has been, I don't know, I haven't looked at the housing market in Cincinnati. It's not like I... Sorry, Mom and Dad. I don't know if I'm ever going to move back to Cincinnati. Sorry, Mom, Dad. Houston is really big on disconnected homes. What do you mean by townhomes? Sorry, townhomes. I skipped over townhomes. Like ours is disconnected. We have a technically a townhome, I guess, if you really want to think about it that way. And ours is disconnected, but that was just a personal choice for us because of previous history, which I will not go into on stream at the moment. But yeah, just making sure ours was disconnected was a priority for us if we were going to get a townhome. But yeah, a lot of neighborhoods now, it would almost be like a lot of the new construction in certain neighborhoods. Now, especially like around our neighborhood, or it's just all it is just it's townhome style, but they're just houses. Like it's basically just like taller and skinnier, but houses. I wouldn't really call them townhomes, I guess, the way you would normally think about it. Because I was thinking, I was thinking about drawing the undercarriage, but I think I'll just go in and draw the veil on it anyway. had to work on Texas property data for my job, and it was a freaking mess trying to tell which houses were connected. Yeah, so ours, if you were just to like look at it, you would think it was connected just because of how close it is. Our backyard is 4 feet apart from the other house. Like, not even, maybe. We don't have a yard. We have, like, enough space for a chair. I mean, you brought up a good point, Zula. I feel like a lot of places are doing that. I think it's fine. I think one thing... he thought it was connected. A lot of places have been doing it. I think it's just... Like, developers can probably get a little bit more money for less space, I suppose. But also, I just feel like now, like, the priority is more of just, like... As long as you're getting the space you need, like, you don't need excessive space. Like, I feel like that's a phenomenon in Houston for sure. Excessive space is definitely, like... But it was also definitely, like, a thing back in the day, like in the 70s when a lot of development was occurring, and when in the 80s in Houston when a lot of the expansion was occurring. That was just, like, a phenomenon. It was like, we have the space... Let's do it, you know? And so a lot of developers were like, yeah. And then people were like, heck yeah, we have the space, we could do it. Shit. And so a lot of the status symbol was like, how gigantic is your house? Oh, my house is like 18 football fields tall. Ah, yes. Yes, but how wide is it? How many rooms? We have 76,000 rooms. We don't use all but 2. And so I approve of the trend of, at the very least, not getting excessive. It does get to a point where it's like, okay, you don't need to build that tall. Like, seriously. So we have a decent view of downtown, and there's an open lot next to us that hasn't been developed yet, and I bet you like $8 million that as soon as someone buys that land to build on, we're gonna lose our view of downtown, which we knew about when we got our house. We're just like, yeah, that's gonna happen eventually. Well, because they're just building them taller, so it's like, whatever. Look, the very little bit I know about city planning and architecture and stuff lends me to believe that, at the very least, taller buildings are slightly more sustainable than wider buildings. Just keep building up! Up, 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 up we go! What was that Smeagol quote? And there's the stairs, and then up, up, up we goes! And then the tunnel. The problem is that starting to occur is greater traffic issues. Land that used to have 2 houses on it now have 6, but the capacity of the roads are... Yeah, that's a problem. Hopefully, the more that young people drive less... What is that sentence? Hopefully, because generally young people are driving less, just in the nation, like in general, hopefully that trend will go down. Hopefully there'll be more investment into mass transit. I was hopeful. Geography major here, and how poorly I utilized this geography major of mine. I was like, where's a subway in Houston? Houston's a big city. Why does it have a subway? In the first, well, you see, if you build a tunnel, it would just collapse. There's so much resistance to the mass transit. I guess there was one thing that we were talking about, technical difficulties and there is a good benefit to the way in which Houston is built, is that if you do have a car in Houston, you can pretty much get anywhere. Which generally, if you have a car anywhere, you can pretty much get anywhere. But there aren't like a lot of like restricted places where it's like no cars, you can't go there, blah blah. Because that was her experience in a lot of places in Europe, that just being like, you can't take your car here, like you just can't. Sorry. Strip clubs and churches next to each other. Once we have flying cars, Houston is gonna go crazy with public transportation. You know what I mean? Nami? Once we do. Yeah, Houston doesn't have zoning laws. That's the one reason why that's why we have schools and strip clubs next to each other. Although I think they're starting to do away with that. There's been some, like, especially since COVID happened, and I'm sure that a lot of strip clubs have been struggling, I guess? Maybe? Have they been struggling? Have strip clubs been struggling during COVID? Houston made that drive-through strip club. It was like, wasn't there like a big news thing going down where like there was a big thing with Sylvester Turner and allowing the virtual it wasn't really virtual, but it was using robots. They were trying to open a robotic strip club, and that made national news too, I remember. It shouldn't try so hard to be Florida. Hey, Houston's got too much good going on with it to be Florida. At least in Houston there are young people. Yeah, robot strippers. It was like, did you guys ever see that game, Detroit? Like 2 Human or whatever it was called? They had robot strippers in that. Android, sorry. They were androids. I don't know. I'd go on a date with Data. Who wouldn't? Would you go on a date with Data? Twitch chat. Twitch answers. Would you go on a date with Data? I would. I would go on it. Yeah, you would. What about, okay, next question. Next question. Would you go on a date with Isaac? That's the real question. And by start dates, I mean here on season 2. Isaac is the Data equivalent in the Orville. The Orville, for those who are not sure what that is the Seth MacFarlane Star Trek inspired show. Really, really, really good. I recommend it. It was a lot of fun. It definitely, like, if you like Star Trek, watch the Orville. It's really all I could say. Basically, it's just more Star Trek, and who could hate more Star Trek? But a lot of the characters are very much just like, oh, it's just Data, which is totally fine for me. Like, I want more Star Trek. Just give me more Star Trek, please. Did anybody ever watch Picard? Was Picard any good? I heard a lot of people were having mixed feelings about it. How actiony was it? Like, was it like slow, steady pace, like TNG was, or was it like, where are the action? You gotta give the young minds guns. You gotta have them blasting. It does not feel like TNG. Well, I mean, honestly, I think I would have been more interested in watching it if they advertised it as not being like, it's just Picard. Come watch Picard, and like, if they advertised it as like being its own thing, you know what I mean? Like, why didn't they just advertise it as being its own thing? I feel like I would have been more interested in watching it then. I don't know. That was just me. That's just how I feel about it. It was just nice to see Patrick Stewart in that role again. Yeah, I can see that. I've heard lots of good things coming out about Lower Decks, though. I've heard lots of good things coming out about Lower Decks. Lower Decks is a ton of fun. I haven't jumped into it just yet. There's a few other stuff that I want to get through before I start a new series, but way better than you were expecting. You had to what were you slowing down on? Deep Space Nine. I've actually only ever watched like a few episodes of Deep Space Nine, so that's another one I have to get into. Don't hate me. And I would only turn Voyager on in the background while working in college. You know, when BBC was just all Star Trek all the time. Why did BBC get that? I guess because I guess because Patrick Stewart is British, so they were like, we must bring him home. Has anybody ever played, Has anybody ever played the, Star Trek Online? I've only ever seen a couple of Star Trek movies. I've never seen it. You've never seen any of the TV shows? Ooh. I mean, the movies. the Star Trek movies suck. Like, the only one that's good is the one where, they do! You cannot tell me that all the Star Trek movies suck. Oh, you're talking about Shuriken, not seeing any of the shows. No, the new movies are actually a lot of fun. I really enjoy the new movies. But all the TNG movies and all of the original series movies suck. They're so bad. Like, they're fine, but it's just like you would rather just watch the show. First Contact's fine. I mean, like I said, they're fine. They're fine movies. Like, but it's just like the shows are so much better. They're just like a little goofy. And I feel like what makes them goofy is that the movies try to be so hardcore. Like, they're like, oh, like, the destruction of the universe. Patrick Stewart, or Picard, is the only one who can save the universe. Whereas, like, the TV show is like, the TV show is just kind of like, just part of this galaxy is just going to blow up, or, number one's going to have sex with a giant, space bug. But other than that, things are going pretty good. The 9th episode is basically a huge spoof of the movie Star Trek. Oh, I want to see that now. Yeah, the J.J. Abrams ones were pretty good. I liked the J.J. Abrams one, the second one. Wait, the second one was Wrath of Khan. What is the other one? The third one, Beyond, Star Trek Beyond. That was good. That was a good heckin' movie. Really enjoyed that one, and I still love the first one. I really, really liked the first one. I thought they did a fantastic job of like if the first movie, if J.J. Abrams did like the CBS versions of like if he did Discovery, like that's what I feel like Discovery should be. I don't know, that's just my take on it. I don't know if Discovery was any good. They made Klingons look weird. Yeah, the second one was okay. It was pretty meh. Even, I feel like I was just watching Benedict Cumberbatch, and I wasn't really watching the movie all that much. But Beyond was good. I like the new character in Beyond, that girl, like the really like pale skinned white girl, like with the markings on her face. This trailer is kind of hard to defend. All right, hang on. I gotta be careful though, because Whatever. Who cares?
Now, in Earth's darkest hour, he must fight them again.
You must fight them again.
Population approximately 9 billion.
How?
Time travel.
They went back and assimilated Earth, changed history. I must follow them back. Repair whatever damage they've done.
But this time, they must travel to the past
April 4th, 2063.
to save our future.
You're all astronauts on some kind of Star Trek.
You're some kind of astronauts on some kind of Star Trek. Like, that's stuff that you write in the 60s. That's not what you write for... That's not what you write... You don't write that for the 90s. Some kind of Star Trek. That's the worst. Why did they decide to do that? Some kind of Star Trek. Yes. Good job saying the name of the movie. That's why I'm here. There are funny times when, or there are shows and stuff when they actually like say the name. It actually like is actually kind of cool, but you know, like when Lord of the Rings was like, the Lord of the Ring. It's like, oh, that's so cool. So there are actually like holes in his veil, which is really, really neat. You know, because it's like a piece, it's dead skin and crap. It's cool. I just gotta remember that he has holes when I'm coloring him, and I will color him. I'll go back. I did a little bit of shading on the just as a like a post stream thing on the Glavinus that I did last time. Turned out pretty good. See, here's his, like, cool eye. That's not really an eye. Yeah, this right here. It's like that'll show up there, and then I can go... And then this wraps around. See, now it looks good. Now it's coming together. It's coming together! When I was just doing that silly voice reminded me. So I just started, I put... you can find Yu-Gi-Oh! On Tubi, and I was like, I want to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! For some reason, in the background while I do work. And so I put Yu-Gi-Oh! On, and I don't regret my choice. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is fun. I don't know. It's a fun show. It's like that perfect, like, oh, my trap card! And you're like, his trap card, he won! That's the feeling I get watching Yu-Gi-Oh! He did it! He won! It's so over the top. Also, the music in that show is pretty good. Like, I was just kind of like listening to it. Like I said, I was listening to it while I was working. I didn't realize that the music was actually pretty good. Pretty good dang music, if I don't say so myself. And I won't say myself. Because they're all like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or, Yugi! Use your trap card! And Yugi's like, I will use my trap card. Ha ha ha! But see, I thought 18 million steps ahead of you. And I knew what you were planning. Therefore, I played this trap card. And then I played this monster in defense mode. And then the other guy's like, but I thought one more step ahead of you than you did. There! Now I win! And then Yugi's like, but you just fell right into my other trap. I revealed 7 more trap cards. I wasn't expecting that. Ugh. But I was expecting you to play 8 trap cards. And Yugi's like, no! My 8th one that I was holding secret. I just gave you every episode. And then you have and then you have Joey Wheeler being like, come on, Yug! What you think of doing, Yug? You just gotta play with the heart of the cards, Yug! I don't know why I'm from Jersey, Yug, but my character's from I'm doing a terrible Jersey accent. But my character's from Jersey, Yug. Yug. Also, I love how everyone in that show, like all of his friends and stuff, don't know what's happening. They're like, this baby boy just materialized into an adult man. Like, he's the same. Yeah, why does he grow? Why does he get so low? It's not my concern, he's winning. I think that there is a point in the show, if I remember correctly, where he does eventually reveal that he's the Pharaoh. And everyone's like, what? We didn't know. But it's like super late into the series. It's really funny how long they go. Wow, spoilers. Shut up. Oh, I forgot to adjust the timers on those automatic messages. My bad, guys. I'll fix it for next time. I promise. I wanted to turn them down so they don't occur so as frequent. It's supposed to be like, I thought that the timers would be different, but maybe not. Unsubscribe. Sorry. Hey, guess what? Here's another spoiler. Yugi wins. Yugi won. He won the game. I challenge you to a children's card game. Ugh! A children's card game? My one weakness! Trying to get this sinew right is... I think it's easier than I think it will be. but I just want to make sure. That I got it right. There, he's coming together. This will be slow going, just because he's so detailed in his, like, dead skin crap. But we'll get there eventually. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this on stream, but like, even the line work, really. Bad streamer. Bad artist. Boo. God, this game's music is so good! Fight me if you think it's bad. Hero, he's so stinky and gross. He would be a good monster for Warhammer. Warhammer. He'd be a good heckin' monster to be a part of the lore. He could be a part of Nagash. Yeah, that looks good. That's good. I'm doing good, guys. Thank you for always encouraging me. Thank you for being by my side at all times throughout the day. Because I am a fragile man who needs love and attention constantly. Yay! Woohoo! Touchdown! Oh man, we might have to play some Tecmo Bowl. Who wants to play some Tecmo Bowl with me? Cinnamon? You wanna play some Tecmo Bowl with me? We can do a little wager. No drinking. See, that's where you're wrong. Well, his skin flap kind of doesn't. It comes out this way. Yeah, there we go. The idea is to give it the illusion of depth in folds and flaps without drawing hard lines everywhere. And so by cutting off these lines, I'm hopefully achieving a level of texture and depth to this nasty, stinky skin of his. Which isn't his because he's wearing the skin of other dead dragons. What are some other crappy animes you guys like? Is Inuyasha crappy? I don't know. I never watched Inuyasha. Is that another one of those over-the-top animes like Yu-Gi-Oh? I feel like Inuyasha has more in-depth and good stories. Yu-Gi-Oh is just like, the children's card game. I must win. What is that other one you called? Yu Yu Hakusho? Is that one goofy too? What one's that one about? Isn't that where like all the kids are dead? And they like go to like Ghost Town? Go Ghost World or something? The Spirit World? The Spirit, the Dark, what is it called? The Shadow Realm? Do they go to the Shadow Realm? I know one of my friends really likes Inuyasha, and she would hate me if I said that it was a crappy anime. A friend of yours really liked both of those. That was back when most anime was still being like hand drawn. Probably still using computers, but like you still get that. Traditional flair to it, you know. There's that one anime where Jesus and Buddha are roommates living in Tokyo. That sounds awesome! That sounds so good. Netflix recently started having a category for... I saw it under the anime listing. It was watch it in one weekend. And I kind of want to, like... I want to drop into some of those animes and see if they're any good. Probably more like slice of life stuff than like crazy epic like Naruto's, but I like funny slice of life ones too. There was one that I watched where it was like literally it was just like 5 minutes an episode, and all it was about this little boy in class, like he would be ridiculously good at the stupidest things. Oh my god, I can't remember what it was, but like otherwise he'd just be really dumb. Like he was just like a savant in like really stupid like games and stuff. I don't remember what it was called. But it was just so goofy, it was fun. There's that one where there's a dragon as a maid. That like that also sounds like so much fun. Anime, hang on. Anime where boy is good at everything. Oh, never mind, that brings up just all self-insertion animes. Okay, this doesn't help at all. Oh, excuse me. One that I really like too, that's just like super silly and over the top. It's short. I believe it's on Netflix still, and it was only one season. The Devil is a part-timer. I really like that one too. That one's really cute. It's like semi-romance, but also like the literal devil just gets a part-time job at McDonald's, and it's a comedy. It's really fun. It's really fun. I can't find the name of the one that I was thinking about, where the boy was like, they're just sitting in class. But we've talked about how Yu-Gi-Oh! Was based on, like, the card game one was, like, derived from a different story. Where, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Being the king of games was actually, like, super serious about it. We were talking about that one a long time ago on the stream. With the added depth of the line here on the back, I think it's really bringing out the holes. Which looks nice. It looks nice and spicy. Oh, I forgot to ask. You guys having a good lunch? What are you guys having for lunch, if anything at all? I bet Cinnamon's having a sandwich. I bet Angtan's having leftovers. I bet Zulos's having eggs. You've been working through lunch? You gotta get some calories in you, man. Gotta get some electrolytes. I heard cinnamon salad sandwich. I said I bet Cinnamon is having a sandwich. Mmm, cinnamon salad sandwich. I wonder how that would taste. Mmm, yummy. Ah, yes, the famous, very famous cinnamon salad sandwich. Hey, a sandwich and those new Cheetos. I love Flamin' Hots, man. But I am on a diet now, and I'm gonna stick to it. So stop. Stop with your saying that there's new food out. Stop it. Your mouth is still burning. That's a sign of a good Cheeto. You picked the one that single Cheeto you got was a good one. You picked it and you got it good. Good job. You just had a normal salad. Not a cinnamon. Aw, boo. Just don't eat cinnamon, please. I don't think he would like that very much. I love this song in Monster Hunter because it just doesn't fit anything at all. Unless that was the Geralt. Oh, that was the Geralt song. Never mind. That was when you finished the Geralt quest and it's like... That one. That song. You guys know? That Geralt song, he goes like, "Ooh, Geralt, ooh, all you gotta do for Geralt is toss him a coin, toss him a coin." That's how that song goes, right? Toss that sexy boy a coin when he kills a monster. Tossing a boy a coin for killing that monster, killing that monster. I remember an interview with the guy who plays was Jaskier? Jaskier? I think that's how you. I think that's his name. Dandelion. I know him as Dandelion. Put a coin in his butt. There was an interview with the guy who plays Jaskier, and he said that he gets that song stuck in his head so often. He's like, I'll be showering and then it just starts coming and I'm like, no. Put a coin in his butt crack. Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh. Oh. But if it just like started going into like, toss a coin to your witcher. Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh. Ba. Ba. His butt is the Valley of Plenty. I mean, have you seen him? Have you seen that boy? That Henry Cavill. He's my Henry Cavalry. Ah. Ho 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 ho. Yeah. Ho ho ho. Headed to a meeting. All right, Cinnamon, take it easy. We're gonna wrap up here very shortly. So, I promised you won't miss anything super crazy, but I also promise that you might miss something super crazy. So, good luck, best of luck, and I'll see you later, man. Take it easy. Thanks for coming. I hope you had a good lunch of working through lunch. I spent all this time drawing gross skin. That's what you guys come for, right? Just watching me draw some gross skin. Because I am the Valley of Plenty. I have Henry Cavill's butt on my desktop as my wallpaper. I mean, who wouldn't, you know? Toss a coin to your witcher. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Toss a coin. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh, and if you like The Witcher, you can play the Witcher tie-in on MonsterHunter.com. Go to MonsterHunter.net. You can buy and download the game and play the Witcher tie-in today. You get to play as Geralt, and then if you beat the quest, you get the skin of Geralt that you can play for the rest of the game. Buy now, limited supply. Stream sponsored by Capcom.com and Capcom. I mean, gotta get that name correctly. Sponsored by Capcom. Does everybody know that story? By the way. What was it? It was like an E3. There was like an E3 trailer that was coming out. You don't know the story about Capcom? So there was this trailer that was coming out for I don't know what game. This was back when like Capcom was like struggling to really like. This was before their kind of like resurgence. We talked about this as well last stream about Capcom's kind of like resurgence recently with like Resident Evil remakes and Monster Hunter World and all this other stuff. Back when they were kind of struggling a bit to have their hits again. There was like an E3 trailer or something where they at the end it was like they put the developer's name Capcom, but someone misspelled it in the logo or something. Let me see if I can find it. Capcom. ...2002. Sorry, the page you're looking for is no longer available. What? Oh, it was for Steel Battalion. It was the trailer for Steel Battalion. Here. Back in 2000, not 2002, 2012. Right there. Don't you guys know? You know that company? You know that really famous video game developer that's done so many good games and franchises and has been around for so long? You know, Capcom. All rights reserved. Ah, video game lore. Don't you just love it? Also, didn't Steel Battalion just like suck super hard? Sponsored by Capcom. That was that mech game. Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was the one I think with the Kinect, wasn't it? Wasn't it the Kinect? Or it did the oh my god, what is it called? The Move, the PlayStation Move, the fake Nintendo Wii thing. Like that game, I remember that game just being made fun of a lot. Like it was bad. Unless I'm thinking of something else, but I think that was the one. Back when Capcom was they just couldn't get it together for whatever reason. Was that a sequel? I remember the first one on the OG Xbox that had its own bazillion-dollar giant joystick console. Maybe? Let me check. This thing? Whoa, that's cool. That's actually super radical. I'd be down for playing that. See, look, this young man is having a blast. Wouldn't you want to be him? I think I remember playing something like this in the arcade. This was the one that I was talking about that failed super hard. Like it was a Kinect. Like it was the Kinect. So like it just sucked. Like using the Kinect sucked. So I think that's the one that I remember that for. But you guys remember that? You guys remember that Star Wars Kinect game? The one that had the Star Wars dance game? That had the hits such as I'm Han Solo, I'm riding solo. You guys remember that? I'm Han Solo, I'm riding solo, solo. Up in the club with Jabba the Hutt, riding solo, riding solo, solo. Princess Leia, I like her, I'm riding solo. I wish I wasn't riding solo with Princess Leia. It's a real song. I didn't sing the lyrics 100% correctly, but it's a real song. I swear if I play it, I'll get copyright struck to hell. Who cares? Guys, I can't believe you guys don't know about Han Solo riding solo.
Man, every young hot shot in the outer rim comes gunning for me sooner or later.
One, two, three, solo! I'm solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, I'm Han Solo, solo! speeder. The Falcon in flight! Oh, the trash compactor! Isn't this awesome? I'm Han Solo, I'm Han Solo, I'm Han Solo, I'm Han Solo, Solo. Don't lie to yourself. This is the greatest musical achievement that has ever occurred in humanity. I'm getting DMCA'd right now. Shut it down! Shut it down! Shuriken's gonna manually DMCA this just because. So it's not even his song. It's like, stop it! No, I can't take anymore! Already reported. Twitch is gonna be like, they're gonna manually review it and be like, yeah, this person shouldn't be playing this on stream. It's just not appropriate. Not appropriate for any audience. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. Oh, I just got a notification. DMCA request. You're being fired from Twitch. No! Ah! Dang it! And I just started too. Alright, anyway. Yeah, here it comes. I got another email. There it is. Alright. Let's see, it's a little past 2. I think I want to quit there for now. I know we didn't get super far. You have broken international law. You have played Han Solo. Stop right there, criminal scum. Stop right there, rebel scum. I know we didn't get very far, but it's a lot of little details for this guy here. So I think that I'm gonna call it for the day. The UN Tribunal will see you shortly. Thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out with me while I draw a stinky boy. Join me again on Tuesday. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I don't know. I know that we got Final Fantasy IX still in the back burner. I don't know if I want to jump onto that again, or we might just continue doing some random games here and there. We'll see. We'll see. Final Fantasy IX is a long ass game. So I don't know if I want to. Maybe I'll try to find something shorter to bump out, just to do like a short full series on. I don't know. Maybe. Get Demon Souls? Man, don't even! Yeah, go buy one? How? How? They haven't even finished mining the resources needed to build the next set. They had to go mine the resource. They had to go mine the gold and silver and platinum and whatever goes into electronics nowadays. Copper. All the other good stuff. Souls of the Damned. Majora's Mask randomizer. Oh, God. Just chop my legs off now. I don't know why. Just chop them off anyway. I could at least get, like, insurance money from it. I'm sure that guy probably doesn't. No, it's a PlayStation. We remember it's a knockoff. It's the Sony PlayStation. All right. Yeah, so check back on Tuesday. Same time, same place, same content. Just absolutely worthless content. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for being goofballs with me, as always. I hope you have a good rest of your Thursday. I hope you have a good weekend if I don't chat with any of you guys. Zuloth, I require a date with you. We gotta play some PUBG this week, or else I will no longer be friends with you. That is the rule. That is how the ultimatum goes. So that is up to you. Yes. All right, go grab some lunch. No. Go grab some lunch if you guys already haven't. Because I need to. I'm super hungry. I love you guys. Thanks again for hanging out. What else? What kind of plug? Go follow Shuriken if you haven't. That boy is a good video game boy. He's a good video game boy. And I think Trogder's gonna be streaming again soon. So make sure you give him a follow and make sure you tick that bell for the both of those guys so that you can get notified when they go live. Yeah, that's about it. I don't really have anything else. I don't have anything else. What else? I don't know. Go buy some Transformers. Go support Hasbro as if they don't already have enough money as a giant corporation. Or go check out I've been reading through some Warhammer Age of Sigmar books. Pretty cool books. I'm currently reading Neferata, Dominion of Bones. It's fun. It's just fun and goofy. If you guys are into Warhammer lore, if you're not, I'm not. I mean, I just started and I've been having a lot of fun with it. That's my recommendation. Go read a book. Go start a book if you haven't read one. Go read a book. If you like sci-fi, I recommend Larry Niven. He wrote Ringworld, which was the inspiration for Halo. He's really good. He's one of my favorite sci-fi authors. Go read him. If you like sci-fi, go read him. And go watch the Star Trek movies. Just make sure you're drunk before you do it. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. What else can I say? Just leave already, me. Bye.